On another Friday afternoon here on Eastern Time, doing my No BS Final Expense Training Program. And today we are going to do a pretty neat and relevant overview of a new product that's come out called Ninja Quoter. I've been working with these guys on distribution of the product, and what I think you'll see here today is a cool product that will help you quote your final expense prospect. So why don't we go ahead and open this bad boy up and take a look. So give me 1 second while I pull up my desktop here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is it right here. Perfect. Cool. Okay, so this is the Ninja Quoter. This is the new product that's come out to help final expense agents quote different products, plans, and prices. One of the cool things you can do with this thing is, first of all, it's obviously accessible on desktop as well as your phone. I tried to figure out how to get my phone in there. I guess I could show you on my phone potentially, but I wanted to go ahead and just show you the desktop version anyway. So when you log in, this is exactly what the Ninja Quoter looks like. You're able to put in your clientele information about the prospect. Now what's cool about this particular quoter compared to others is they give you not just final expense if you look in the upper right hand corner, but they also give you term life, ability to quote term life, as well as accidental death coverage as well. So let's kind of take a look at final expense since that's the most sensible plan here. I'm going to quote somebody in good old Tennessee, and we're going to put their birthday in as 11/02/1950. Gender is male, and we're going to put in a $10,000 plan. And the product class, you get 3 different choices: guaranteed issue, graded, and level benefits. So if you've got an idea of what this prospect is going to fit into, just slide one in there and see what happens. Then you get non-tobacco and tobacco options to put down. And then you get monthly, quarterly, and semi-annual purchase prices as well. So all you do here after you input that is you hit run quotes, and then boom, you've got the full lineup of different carriers that you can sell for final expense. By the way, guys, if you're watching this, it's probably best viewed if you pull this up on a full screen. I think it's a little bit hard to see based on what I know. But anyways, continuing on here. This gives you a line item by the cheapest amount. I don't think we can adjust it up here. We can save the quote, of course, of which carriers work best. So why is this cool? So conceivably, if you're in the home of your prospect and they're kind of hesitant about buying, and you kind of can tell they're not fully convinced, you can pull up this screen here and just flip over your phone, show them your phone, and say, hey, look, I just want to show you what the best prices are. Don't believe me, here's the quoter. And use the tool to kind of prove the point, assuming you actually showed the one that's the most competitive. So continuing on here, this is cool simply because you get all these carriers, first of all, in the price range that they qualify for, but you also see other carriers you may not have any experience with. You know, American Home Life is one. Maybe this Christian Fidelity is interesting to you. If you have any questions about them, I can tell you they're not all they're cracked up to be for some reasons. Not bad, but not great either, even though they are the cheapest guy on the block for this particular age range. And so, yeah, this gives you a line item up to the dollar penny point, exactly where things fit. So very useful if you're running quotes. And again, to get them conveniently set out in front. If you don't like to write out the quotes, if you're the kind of person that prefers to do this stuff electronically at all possible, this makes your life easier because you just pull it up and see what it is. And just from the click of a button, you can go up to $25,000 in coverage. The quotes automatically update, and now you've got something to show them. Oh yeah, it looks like the annual is included. Awesome. So also, if you wanted to run graded benefits, they automatically update the graded benefits, and you can see Aetna's, what they run for. You can see American Amicables, all the guys that do some sort of graded plan. So, and then if you want to just flip the GI, there's your Gerber and AIG, for example. And then also tobacco updates what the prices would be. Of course, it doesn't change a guaranteed issue. Level benefits go back. Again, you see the graded tobacco rates. So that's pretty cool. Very easy to do. You can put this information here. It's not required, it says it is. You can just put the underwriting information in and bam, it automatically updates. So one cool thing I wanted to tell you guys that you can do on this, that isn't included with a lot of other software out there is you actually can quote height and weight. That's not complete yet. I was talking to Nick, who runs the product itself. They're including the height weight charts within the next couple of days. And what's going to happen is that you can actually go put the height and weight in, and it will only show the pricing that qualifies for that certain product. So if you're like me, I sometimes remember to bring my agent guides, and sometimes somebody could like be right there, height, weight, and I don't know for sure if I'm going to put them with that company. They should automate the process. So you just put it in, whatever pumps out is what is going to be qualified. And again, you can use that as a quoter for making the case, say, well, everything you told me, health, height, weight, health, this is what you're going to get as far as the best price. Okay, so let me take you back to the screen here. A couple other things. If you go to accidental death, now this is cool. I've never really thought about doing accidental death coverage just because it's like, I don't even know what the prices are and think about it. But you can go in here, if you look in the left-hand corner, put in $50,000. Now you got a few options. You can write some accidental coverage. If you get somebody who's just absolutely a cheap person, for a lack of a better word, you can throw a $10 a month or $15 a month accidental benefit plan for Mutual Omaha. Go up to $100,000. Maybe you can throw a $20 plan at them, and they're like, whoa, yeah, that's not bad. Because there are some people who think that way. So it's something you can easily throw out at them. Okay. This will also quote, if you go back to the final expense plan, again, let's take somebody who is born in 2010. We should be able to get children's plans. They may not be updated as of yet. But eventually what we're going to have uploaded here, if you're like me and you understand how these people think, they want insurance not just on themselves but their children, not right now, but very soon, we should have access to children's quotes for different carriers, most likely Gerber and Mutual of Omaha. Oh, I forgot the coverage. Maybe that's why. Nope, it's not there. Let's see here. Yeah. Not running here. So, okay, whatever. No big deal. You get the idea. So it's pretty simple what you need to do in order to make this thing work. Again, you'll have access to the quotes for the children's plans eventually. Now, if you go back to term life here, let me pull you back over to the desktop. Again, if you run into a term case, you want to write $100,000 in term coverage. And duration, you can put in the duration. You can even put in ULs. That's pretty cool. You want a UL up to 100. Term insurance, return of premiums. Regular old 20-year term, preferred plus. You can put in the rate tables for each carrier that's available. And then run it. And it should have some options here. I'm not sure what's going on. Not sure why that's not working. Maybe it needs me to add in height and weight. Let's see. Let me just throw in 5'7", 200. Maybe that'll do it. Well, not quite sure what's going on here, but in all truthfulness, the final expense is really the main thing that's the concern here. I think the term insurance is just getting updated right now, and it should go up. There's also some other stuff here, honestly, I haven't even looked at. You can put this on a forward-facing website. So, if you've got some sort of, final expense website, you can put the quoter on there and customers can run their own quotes. So you got stuff like that. You can upload leads in here as well. So there's some stuff that, you can probably find of interest in here. But truthfully, if you're the face-to-face guy like I am, the only thing I care about is getting me quotes that actually work and are right on target with what I'm trying to accomplish. So what's cool about this whole thing, you may be wondering, what is this going to run? How much does it cost? It's very inexpensive. I'm going to pull up my link that I'm going to share in the subject line here. Just give me 1 second. It's only $19.99 a month. There is an annual pay option with some sort of discount. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But if you're interested in this particular quoter, if you think it has value, you want to be able to run around with one of these things on your smartphone, quote at will, have access to a lot of carriers to quote, and make your life a little bit easier, $20 a month isn't that bad to do it. And Ninja Quoter will help you out tremendously in the final expense arena. So let me give you the link here. I'm gonna say it out loud, and then after I'm done cutting the video, look at the bottom of the video. You should see it on there. You should be able to click on it and you can go there. And for all disclosure reasons, this is an affiliate link. That means when you buy from me, I make a commission off of it. That's the arrangement I have. If you don't like that, you can just not go to the link and go directly to Ninja Quoters. Whatever's fine with me. Just want to let you know that. But if you click on that link, it'll take you to the web page. Let me pull it up here, and I'll show you exactly what you're going to be looking at in just a second. Once I take you off your desktop, this is what you're looking at here. $19 a month. You're looking at essentially what I told you. And you get to sign up without even worrying about paying yet. But you will, you shall pay if you are interested, of course. So the link up here is ninjaquoter.com, ninjaquoter, just like it sounds.com, /FE Agent Mentor. That takes you to my affiliate page. When you buy, you get processed and you get access to the quoter. That is pretty much it. If you've got any questions about this thing, kind of wondering how it works, my recommendation to you is to leave a comment in the comment box on Facebook. Many of you I know watch this after the fact, and I know you guys, there's somebody watching now, but if you watch us and I didn't cover anything in particular, maybe I missed something, ask me a question. I'll be happy to answer it the best I can. Hey Caesar, how you doing? Good to see you. And I'll be happy to address it the best way I can. Okay? So other than that, thank you so much for listening to today's Final Expense No BS training. Every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. 12 p.m. Eastern. And then 9 a.m. Pacific time. Just drop on by if you're here next Friday. We'll talk all things Final Expense. This week was about Ninja Quoter. Next week will be about something else Final Expense related. Of course, as I always say, your questions are what matter to me the most. If you have a question about anything Final Expense related you want me, the mentor himself, to answer, just leave a question and I will be happy to address it. And hey, may create a whole video out of it. A lot of good topics we've had regarding just some basic questions. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoy your Friday. Thank you so much for listening. You guys have a good one. Take care.